Hi there, in this video I'm taking a look at the new Griot's 5-inch lithium-ion random orbital. And what this is a polisher waxer for your car that's completely cordless and portable. So it's relatively unique, and I've actually been looking for something like this for a while. It's good for if you live in a condo like I do, where you don't have a power outlet by your car. And I ordered the kit that comes with this bag and a couple extra pads, also an extra battery. So you can see here there's two finishing pads here. These are the foam pads. And then here's the actual unit right here. And it's got hooks and loops is what they call it right here. And that is actually just basically commonly known as Velcro. And then we've got another battery. One battery is actually on the unit. So there's an extra battery, and then you've got the charger right here. So let me go ahead and get the bag out of the way. The bag feels like a little bit cheap quality. Certainly feels like something that's probably made in China. So that's something to note right off the bat. So here's the unit up close here. As you can see, it says 5-inch lithium-ion random orbital. And then here it's a 10.5 volt DC lithium ion, and the battery can just pop in and out like that, and then you would just put it in the charger. They say the battery lasts 14 minutes. I really wanted to get two batteries so that I could actually spend longer than 14 minutes of runtime with this. To install a pad, it's just basically Velcro. So the way this works is you just sort of center it on there like that, and then push it in, and then you've got a pad on. This is a black finishing pad. They've also got red waxing pads and I believe some other pads as well, like cutting pads and stuff like that, depending on what you want to use it for. Let me turn it on. Here's the on-off switch here, and you can kind of see it moving. Surprisingly, it seems pretty powerful for being a portable unit, and it also seems to, fit in the hand relatively well. I do wish the battery was a little bit larger, though. They could stand to make it longer, and it would and then it would therefore last longer. The other thing is this has only one speed. It's 3,500. I want to say RPM, but they don't really refer to it as RPM when it's a random orbital. But it says 3,500 orbits per minute, basically, is what they call it. And it would be nice to be able to tone that down and run it slower. Sometimes when you're doing certain things, you may not want to run it as fast, such as waxing. But on the other hand, generally, if you run it at about 3,500 for all things, it'll still work pretty well. Certainly, this doesn't have the same versatility in terms of functionality as their corded version, which has multiple speeds and I think is a little bit more powerful. But for having a portable unit, I think this is pretty good. And again, this is pretty unique because I haven't seen a cordless portable one on the market yet. It's actually fairly heavy, probably heavier than it looks in terms of weight. So it's got a nice heft to it. I don't know where this is made. It doesn't say where it's made, whether it's made in China or the US or whatever. And I also don't know who actually manufactures this. But I suspect it might be Porter cable. It has some similarities to Porter cable, in my opinion. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Here's the instructions that it comes with. Basically, relatively straightforward in terms of safety and how to use it and all that kind of stuff. Also tells you what the indicator lights on the charger mean. It takes about an hour to charge up. Oh, it also comes with a little wrench, too, for the I guess you call it chuck on this thing too, to tighten it. But yeah, the batteries take about an hour to charge, and then you get 14 minutes of runtime. So in my opinion, it's best to have two batteries so that even if the battery runs out, you can keep working while the other one charges. I got this as a kit, which comes with, again, the two batteries, two pads, and also the bag. Normally, you can get it individually, but if you want to get an extra battery, then you would have to spend $50 more for this small little battery. So it's more economical to get the kit, in my opinion, because you get the bag, you get another pad, and then you get the battery. So with the kit, you're definitely saving some money. Random. So this is a 5-inch random orbital. The pad size on this is 5.5 inch, so you can basically use any 5.5 inch pad, and it doesn't necessarily have to be from Griots. Of course, Griots recommends that you use theirs, but you can also use pretty much any of the Hex Logic 5.5 inch pads from different companies, such as Chemical Guys or whatever. As long as it has the hooks and loop Velcro, attachment on here, on the other side. So basically, to take it off, you just basically reach in there and pull it off, but I won't do that now. I'll leave it installed. A random orbital machine is very safe for polishing scratches out of your car. You almost can't do any damage to your vehicle's paint with a random orbital because it not only moves around like that in a circle, but hopefully you can see here in this video, this also has sort of a system where it doesn't only turn, but it also moves randomly as well. So this whole thing kind of orbits around while it's also rotating. Now, the other thing to note about a random orbital, and a good random orbital, and this is something that I'm very pleased with this Griot's unit, that this has this feature, is that notice how this is free spinning here when it's off. So it's not completely locked in. That means as you push down on it and apply pressure, the speed of it will actually slow down. And if you push too hard, it'll actually stop. The unit will actually stop spinning. And that's actually good. So you can't press too hard and damage your paint. It has that built-in sort of gear mechanism or whatever. So that's a very good design on this. All in all, it feels quite sturdy and nice and, compact. Griots markets this as being something for if you like to travel, maybe to a friend's house or whatever, or you're going to a car show and you want to use the random orbital to polish up your car before the car show. You can bring this along with you. But I actually think it's, pretty handy for people who may have a carport but don't have a garage and don't have power down at the carport in order to polish and wax your car using, this thing without having to plug it in or use like a really super long extension cord or something like that. So I think it could use a little bit of improvements basically on the size of the battery. It could be a little bit larger, and it could also have a speed dial on it too. But other than that, it looks pretty good so far. Now, I haven't used this yet, but I'll probably do another follow-up video when I'm using it or showing you how I use it on my vehicle. But I just wanted to do this quick first look video as this product just came out literally about a week ago or so. So again, this has been my look of the 5-inch lithium-ion random orbital by Griot's Garage. If you have any questions or comments, as always, please feel free to leave them. See you in my next video.